terrifying.
Right.
I think a lot of people would just rather not know.
Right. I don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss.
Yes, and if we miss one every year, probably.
Yeah.
I watch
best that we don't.
way too many
Right.
post-apocalyptic movies for this.
See, that's your problem.
Yes, I watch them all the time. I can't.
Yeah.
Nope.
See, this one would just burn up in the atmosphere, so don't worry about it.
Good,
It'd
perfect.
be fine.
And it's not coming here.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how to segue out of this.
I don't know. Rain's coming.
Rain's
there
coming.
you go. Boom.
No asteroids, rain. Was drawing a blank on that one. All right, it was a beautiful day today. Temperatures, though, stayed in the 50s. Felt nice. Kind of a reminder, we're still very much in winter. 33-degree dew point, very dry air. Winds have settled. Now, we're not going to have the clouds tonight like we did late last night and through the early morning hours. That prevented us from getting as cold. Had some low clouds that were moving in. Thought maybe they would dissipate, but they held together through most of the night, and that prevented us from getting as cold. So this morning, we were in the 40s generally on both sides of the lake. What's interesting, though, is I'll show you the morning lows. 40s, some upper 30s, but look at where we had clear skies. Macomb dropped down to 31. So the ability to cool down is there if you can get rid of the cloud cover. We will have that ability overnight tonight. As soon as the sun goes down, these temperatures in the 50s right now will quickly start falling into the 40s and then falling into the 30s on both sides of the lake. And even some of the model guidance is indicating we could even see some patchy frost, which would mean more mid-30s, even on the south shore. Now, the purplish color is where we're expecting freezing conditions, widespread across the north shore, Florida parishes, and into Mississippi. But even areas south of the city, right at the surface, we could get up to the, maybe down to around 35, 36 degrees. That would be cold enough for some patchy frost, so maybe expect to see that across more of the area by tomorrow morning. Dew points are certainly low enough, and they'll likely come down even more with a lighter northerly wind through the night. Staying chilly during the day tomorrow, but then some changes on the way. Beautiful blue sky across the region. We'll continue to see that throughout the day tomorrow. Then some changes start occurring. There is an upper trough to our west. That's going to start sending in some cloud cover, probably starting late tomorrow night and on into Saturday. Our rain chances slim to none, or really none, through Saturday. As that high pressure settles right on top of us for tomorrow morning, that's why we will be even colder. We will start to see a little more cloudiness heading our way, especially later in the day tomorrow, and then partly, I'd say partly cloudy skies during the day on Saturday, but at times it may be mostly cloudy. And then we're going to start to see a setup for a lot of rain headed our way for Sunday. That setup is from an upper disturbance, which is not quite yet into the United States. The first little upper feature is what's going to help to start increasing our cloud cover later tomorrow. The next one starts to dive south and creates the instability, which brings us quite a bit of rainfall throughout the day on Sunday. So any outdoor plans Sunday, and some folks have been asking, well, I'm trying to do this in the morning, trying to do this in the afternoon. As of right now, most of the model guidance is indicating an all-day rain, and at times maybe even some heavy rainfall. Flooding risk is going to be there for Sunday. I don't think it's going to be a widespread issue, but certainly some isolated downpours could drop decent amounts of rainfall, and if it occurs in a short enough period of time, maybe some minor flash flooding. Overall, though, I think the totals will be manageable, with the exception of a lot of the models are indicating kind of a band of heavier rain, maybe from Baton Rouge across the Florida parishes and onto the North Shore. So it may be in this region that we see kind of the 3+ inches of accumulated rainfall. And again, in some localized areas, could see higher amounts within some of the downpours that occur. So flooding may be more of a focus that we have to pay attention to on Sunday, and then we dry out by Monday. But we're not going to get rid of the rainfall. About a 20% chance for some isolated showers. The upper pattern going into next week will likely keep us under mostly cloudy skies with spotty or scattered showers. Another better chance of rain on Thursday with what looks to be another cold front moving through by the end of the week.